When you were in the studio, were you looking for a certain sound, a certain feeling, or a mood?
Yeah, after a few tracks, I knew how it works, and it was just like funny moments when he brought his ukulele. I told him, let's do something with the ukulele, and he was just like, do you think it's good, or yeah, let's just do it, and just let's also buy a mundharmonica. And then we went into a music store in Frankfurt and bought this mundharmonica, and then we recorded A Year From Here, this ukulele and mundharmonica song, and it fits perfectly, but it's complete other world of sounds, and like, but that's how we did every song. Like, we wanted to have every song completely different in his elements and in his approach of what emotions getting touched.
And when you're in the studio that much together, you're like 6 weeks, I think you said, and day and night he's crashing basically at your place.
Yeah.
What does that to the relationship? Is it, how do you?
It makes it really
gets deeper.
Yeah, it gets deep.
Yeah, I think if you're two people and you stop caring about the world around you and just focus on one thing for 6 weeks, and you're in this tunnel, and that was only the start. I mean, then we had 3 months of rehearsal, 2 months of, I don't know, preparing to go to London. Then we lived in London for 6-7 months. Then we moved to Berlin. Then now 1.5 years in Berlin. It's all a process. Those 6 weeks were just really intense, because we more and more loved to get out of what we did, and then in the end we loved it so much we only wanted to do this, and we got, I don't know, we got pissed every night. We made music. It was really, really nice. It was amazing. And for us, it became bigger than what we had already.
Fair enough. And for you, was it immediately kind of like a role division where you do more a role division where you do more of the producing side, and then do you write lyrics together? Or
no, it was completely sorted from the first start. Like, he never touched my production laptop,
and he never touched my microphone. It's sorted. It's like,
and that works perfectly. Like, it's also when we do a track, it's really fast and everybody knows what to do. And if I'm recording drums at the start, I need like half an hour to record a nice drum beat which fits. And then I do something with synth sounds, and he, whilst I'm doing it, he's hearing it back and is writing to it at the moment. And then sometimes we had a track in an hour. Kind of the basic structure of Bones was 20 minutes.
And for you then, because like Julien says, is usually the music done first and then you?
Depends.
Okay.
I think we had one track
mostly
that it was not.
Because does what Julien makes, the sounds, does that influence what type of lyrics you write?
Yeah, definitely. It gives it the ground and the foundation. I think musically it's always a constellation of things. It's like, I don't know, like the Beatles were better together than solo. Like we're better together than solo. This is all a constellation of energies, and in some way the music, the instrumentation gives the ground for lyrics and for performance, and then the voice comes in and gives it that character, but it already has this direction from the music. It's mega important, and he does it always until we find a line that we can jump on and make the song out of it. But there's always a certain direction, I would say. There's like,
even if it's only a bass line, 3 tones.
Simple,
Or Warsaw Street was just like this bass line, and then his guitar. Then he came into a voice while we were rehearsing, and made the song in 40 minutes.
Yeah,
that's it.
Well, if we take that song, Warsaw Street, if we take that song, do you remember where the lyrics came from?
The lyrics came from my phone. I was sitting in Michelberger Hotel on Warschauer Straße, that's why it's called Warsaw Street, and I was writing...
Joy Division or something?
No, because of Joy Division, because the Michelberger Hotel has a very good bar, and I was enjoying some alcoholic beverages, writing a sad message through WhatsApp to someone in a foreign country. And in the end, because I had no lyrics in the studio, sometimes I just forget my notebooks. We were in this thing, and then the music came, and I was like, what could fit? And then I put out this message, and I was like shoveling some stuff around, but then it just came. It just came. First take.
Yeah.
First take.
And when he writes those kind of lyrics, do you ask him about what it's about, or do you?
Yeah, but it's more a feeling of what words like hit me.
Right.
It's just sometimes he comes up with something really, I don't know, lyrically amazing, but then I just say it doesn't touch me with the music. And then he starts with something really, I don't know, out of his mind, and I'm getting, wow, that's it. Let's stick to this. Sing it. I record it, and it's done.
Every time I put too much effort in it, it's not good. Okay. It's like if you put too much effort in it, it's too thought of.
Yeah.
It's why we never change it afterwards, because you go home, you listen to it, and you're like, oh, nice vibe, but this line is different. This could sound better. That's grammatically more correct. That's more correct thing to say. But then if you go back and re-record it, the whole feeling is gone, and that music is about the feeling. It could be a made-up language. If it touches me, I don't care.
And we are also like strictly against re-recording vocals in a nice studio.
Oh, I get this massive. Sorry, I'm like something in a tree.
We're against this re-recording in a vocal cabin, because I think it just loses the soul of the song. And if you record it in the moment, and it's so there, this whole feeling and these emotions, it's just we take it to our engineer, and if it's necessary, we work it like 3 times through analogic stuff, but we keep with the original. Even there's loads of spill or anything wrong in the vocal technically, we don't care. Like,
but it's raw, it's honest. And
yeah, like sometimes there's spill on from the PA because we just turn it on massively and to just feel it more.
Yeah.
But it was right because he felt it more than with headphones.
And it has a cool effect. Like on Out Is In, for example, you hear in the breaks, you hear like drum spills from the headphones. It was blasting out of our PA. So, but you know, the sound engineer said, well, there's spill on your headphones. But it was just blasting. But it has a nice effect because it's not like a singing cabin is so sterile. It's so lifeless. The last thing you want is a producer who says, now it's your take, do your best, go sing that line. You can't do that.
But it's interesting because, well, you talk about dishonesty, and I wrote something down that you said in a different interview where creativity tends to come sometimes when we're at our lowest point.
Yeah. That's with many.
But how come? Can you explain that?
Well, another time I think was Warsaw Street. We tried to practice for our first Berlin headline show, and there was this one cover we did for the BBC, and that didn't quite work to rehearse it. I don't know why. It just doesn't sound. And then we were a little bit snowstorm, yeah. And then we were like, because I don't know. It just didn't. We were still the 2 of us. It didn't come. And then we were like, and then we just jammed on something similar. And Warsaw Street came. Or if you have heard the album.
I remember just him playing this siren guitar. And I turned and I said, play that again. Yeah. And I hit my bass on, and then I just played this bass line. Yeah. And then I just did some drums with the drums of Snowstorm, with the samples I recorded previously. And then he came up with his iPhone and the lyrics. And 2 synths, and that's it. Like.
So, last question. The album is called Hymns to the Night. Is a lot of it, is it written, and you mentioned the time in the studio, is it made a lot at night? Are you very much night people?
100%.
Okay.
Yeah, and as I tell always in the last 10 interviews, it's not because we are like dark people or something, whilst everybody is like coming from their busy jobs, getting home, relaxing, and it's kind of giving you this space to create something new to this world. Because every time you create a song, it's something like a baby was born.
Yeah.
It's something there that didn't exist before.
And everything is quiet. You can hear your own thoughts. It's so concentrated.
Yeah.
It's like imagine you have a smoke now and you have a smoke in the middle of the night and you just concentrate with your thoughts and everything is just so sharp on your mind. Whereas during the daytime, if we make music, we can't think. It's like there are thoughts from there, like a phone call, crossing our minds and cutting us. And like we can't concentrate. It's not possible. But in the night, we know everybody is fast asleep. We can do what we want, and there's no interference.
Yeah.
And everything is concentrated.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you, Robin.
Thank you.
Thanks.